I want to twist my weight towards his foot right now. I feel like there's not much pressure here when I'm laying on the floor. But if I pick my hips up a little bit, there's automatically a little bit more pressure. But if I kind of slide my weight down, like I want to push down with my belly in top of his calf here, like I want to drape my belly across his leg. So I feel like usually a stretched motion is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for more of using my belly. Then I can start to kind of use a reverse hip escape movement, kind of pull myself down as I'm twisting a little bit in towards this ankle. That pressure alone right there makes it easier to kick around if I want to kick around, okay? But it creates a lot of pressure on his ankle. So it's a coiling motion and then a pulling, open your legs if you don't mind, and open your hands. A pulling of my body going out, so it's here and then it's pulling, but I want to keep my hip elevated off the floor. Keeping my hip elevated, you'll feel all that pressure kind of grow towards his ankles. It's going to be very uncomfortable for my partner. Once I'm able to achieve that pressure, it's going to allow me to move and it's going to cause him to fight me. So I feel like getting my belly here and getting a little twist. Now my weight's not on the floor, it's into his ankles. I've got some control over his body. Once I keep my hip off the floor and I have that control, the next thing I try to do is I try to put him on this uncomfortable, I try to hold what I got and put him on this uncomfortable spot on his neck. So I replant my foot and I drive up and I push him onto the side. And he's gonna be very easy to lift from there, because when you gain that pressure in the ankles, see right now if I don't have that pressure and I try to bridge up to this position towards his head, don't let me bridge you, Jason.
Yes, sir.
It's very difficult to even turn, okay? But if I use my belly and my hip and get a little turn, now don't let me bridge over there, Jason.
All
Even
right.
if you keep, so now I can reload and put his face on this side of the floor. Now I don't want his head to spin under. He's gonna be a lot more uncomfortable on this side, okay? If his head spins under or I go too far, spin on top of your head if you don't mind. Yeah, then I don't want this to happen. I want to keep him on this uncomfortable pocket right here, just kind of on his neck like this. All right, so I'm going to use the floor essentially to peel him off of my body. Now the secret is don't be trying too hard to bust all this with your body. All you need is a little bit of pressure to be able to move. So this is where I make my connection though. I should be really trying to lay into his legs a little bit and bringing my head forward, because this puts me in a position where it's much easier now to come up. Once I come up, I use the floor and my hands to peel him off. It's very easy to access his feet and go ahead and push him down here and unwind everything. But that simultaneously, while I'm looking for all that, one of the things that I've noticed gives me a lot of time to be able to do that is being able to get and access this cross underarm wrist control with my thumb right here. This is what I'm looking for. When I'm trying to make a priority of not just getting his hand and leaving my head here, but moving my head to the side and crunching my head as I'm trying to get the hand. So when we're here, let's go, fight.
Yes, sir.
So I move over here, I come inside, I get that hand control. Now when I'm over here, I'm very difficult to choke. See, put pressure now. There's no pressure. Okay. Now once I'm here, I'm already kind of pushing my hip and dropping it and putting some weight into his ankles. I might be able to bust him out. I might, if that's a failure, I hold it. I get us up here onto this uncomfortable, and I just start moving towards this uncomfortable neck pocket for him. Once we're here, it's very easy now for me to undo everything. Things I'm looking for simultaneously, it's going to be pressure into the front and the top of his leg, so that I can make some pressure into his ankles here. Once, as I'm looking for that, I'm looking to move my head and I'm looking to get this cross side hand control with my thumb. All right, so it'll be here, I'm making all that at the same time, looking to get cross-side hand control, coming up on my side when I feel like I have pressure. Very easy now for me to undo and untangle from that angle.